Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are truly joined by everyone's favorite guest, the one and only Catherine Edwards.
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be back.
I mean, we were just saying before we started this, I mean, it has just been so long. So long.
Stupid. That's life, though. I mean,
It
yeah,
is.
it just took the Christmas tree down and now I'm putting it back up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, like that's the good thing is like when you are like friends with someone, you just don't talk to them. You just pick right back up where you started, you
yeah.
know?
And that's how it started the day one.
I always say, like, when I retire, I feel like I'm gonna run my friendships like a business, not in a bad way, but then I'll be like, okay, who do I need to? It's just like I'll have so much time to just dedicate to, and I'm not retiring anytime soon, but I could see myself like then reaching out to everyone and catching up and just, I
I
mean,
think
well,
the funny thing is you'll surprise yourself and you'll realize that a lot of the friendships when you get older and I mean older and retire, you start to analyze who you really want to continue a friendship with and who's really and it's not to say who's bringing something to the table, not that at all, but just where it's a really sincere friendship.
I have gotten rid of more people in my life in 2024 than I
Mm,
have possibly in like the past 5 years combined.
congratulations.
Most, right. It's great. I mean, and
Yeah,
most of them are quote unquote in the public eye. So it's like a friend of mine who's not in the public eye said to me, you haven't like gotten rid of a friend in like decades. It's just, like in this business, like you say, right,
yeah,
you step back and you're like, this just, it's nothing
yeah.
personal. It's just like, right, I'm older and it's just the older you get, it really is true, the less friends you have, period. It's not a bad thing.
And the ones that you do have, you really have the best time with, you spend the most quality time with because it's
Hmm.
real. Trust me, I feel like that now. I don't I mean not to sound like I don't appreciate and love everybody, but well I don't. But I just don't want to spend time with people that I'm really not interested in.
I'm totally the same way. It's like I really I wish there was some draw. I just wish you the best of luck. I hope you
Yes.
have the best year next year.
Yep.
Way better than me. Great. Compare yourself.
Yes.
Win. I could be in the streets. Don't worry about me. I just still don't want to spend any time with you. Like it's
Yes.
like I don't know what else to say. Like
It's so true. Yeah. My husband always says, you don't like people. And I do. I just don't like bullshit. That's the hardest part for me.
same thing. And I just for me it's like I don't like being around just negative energy or right like fake wannabe energy. Like look, you lived in Beverly Hills. You know the type and so I don't want that of like this and name dropping and like just all I could see through it a mile away. I don't
Right.
want it. And I
Right.
just don't want negative energy either. Like whether it
No,
doesn't even have to be directed towards me. It could just be negative and I just don't want it.
no. I mean, sometimes I like to dip in just to like see what's going on and how life is, in certain places. Like, did anything change? And I think that's the biggest part for me is that I realize nothing ever
Mhm.
changes. It's the same stuff all the time, just different people.
That's how, and I'm so not that way. Like, I feel like I'm always changing as a person, like
Yeah.
growing, learning. So I got rid of a lot of people this year. And yeah, like, there's no drama, there's nothing. It's just like, it
Yeah.
is what it is. Like, I don't,
Yeah. No, same.
like,
Wish you
life
well.
is
Go do
good.
you. Yeah. So,
Well,
well, I
you're
think
still
that's
here, and
good.
everyone, I'm telling you, Catherine, people, when you're not here, people are like, "What happened with you guys?" I'm like, I speak to Catherine all the time, and when we don't, if I texted you, you would text me back within
In a
seconds.
second. Yep.
Same
It's
thing.
just, yep. A lot for me, a lot of traveling. I've been, I think, out of the country almost half the year, if not more.
Wow.
And yeah. And I'm really happy to be home for a quick minute, but leaving again very soon. But and it's been great. But my goal is in 2025 to
Yes.
spend more time in California.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to come back on this podcast more often.
Yeah, I will.
Before we dive into things, not that that's the basis of our friendship. I'd be friends with you if you told me you
Totally.
never wanted to come back, that would be fine too.
Aw.
But I do find before we move on that every time there's some weird dichotomy with like a friend, I don't even know if that's the right word, it's always because you are busy and your life is changing or prospering and theirs isn't. Because it's if someone said this to me, and it really is true, like you are as busy as I am, so therefore it's never all like, where the hell have you been? I'm pissed off.
Right.
You're not, because it works both ways. Like I'm not mad. Like again, if you texted
Right.
me, I would text you back within seconds and vice versa. It's because you're busy. Like I think that's part of it. I really do. And it's not even like
Yeah.
an arrogance thing. I think when someone
No,
isn't busy and you are, you're not better than them. You're just like, I understand that
just
you don't
living life.
understand this, but like I can't even pick up the phone to send a text. I just can't.
Right.
It just gets to so
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm hoping to change that part of my busyness.
Me
I want to
too.
be less busy in 2025. I
Me
really,
too.
really do.
Me
I want
too.
to slow it down just a little bit and be home more. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love everything that, with our foundation that we've done and built. It's amazing, but it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
You've been busy with that nonstop.
Yeah, yeah, a lot with that. And it was, I mean, this was the 80th anniversary of so many big moments in World War II history. And so we had 50 World War II veterans to Normandy with our partners, Delta Airlines. And so it was
Wow.
unbelievable, like really such an occasion. And yeah, and we did the Netherlands in September, and then we're leaving to go to Belgium for the Battle of the Bulge, which is the deadliest battle in the war. And there's 100-year-old veterans that need to go back for closure and honor, and they'll meet the king and queen of the Netherlands and be received. And it's a really, really amazing time for these people who are so deserving. And so
Yeah.
that's, yeah, I'm a better person because of the work that we've done over the last 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is good. We both will have the same New Year's resolution. I would like to be less busy too. We could talk about some other franchises, but you
Mhm.
have been on Beverly Hills season 6 yourself. So, which is, I mean,
A
God,
lifetime ago.
right? I
Oh,
mean, can I just say, so let's talk about Beverly Hills first. But speaking of season 6, Erica Jane, that was her first season.
yep.
She is now tied with Vanderpump for the second longest running Beverly Hills housewife
Wow.
of all time. Kyle is obviously the longest. Vanderpump and Erica both have
Wow.
9 years. So I'm just
Wow.
like, just when you think like Kim Richards and Adrian, all this, Erica is now number 2 for the longest running, tied with Vanderpump. That's
she's
something.
she's brought it. She's delivered every season. She's been really a housewife. I mean, even though she's not a housewife, she's given the franchise what they want. And I think hats off to her for that, because I'm not really like the biggest fan, but I told you when we were texting that there was like actually a moment where I was like, huh, okay. I not to say that not to say that I didn't like her. I was just like, good for her. She seemed human.
You know what it is? It's like, look, you never know because you know how the sauce is made, right? So it's like,
Right.
look, if people are writing these like little confessional sound bites for her, well, then, it loses some of its luster. But